Lab Pronto is a powerhouse for aligner manufacturing. Let me tell you why I say that. If you're looking for a complete aligner package that includes digital planning and aligner manufacturing, you could probably get the best price on the market via Lab Pronto. $4.99 for the smaller cases and $7.99 for the larger cases. Now, if you're doing your own digital planning, we drop $69 off of each one of those prices. So the smaller package is $4.30 and the larger package is $7.30. Now, besides the pricing, if you want additional help, you want clinical mentoring, if you want somebody to review the mid-treatment scans, if you want the option for route-based aligner planning to reduce those mid-course refinement cases, if you want the option for remote monitoring to monitor the patient remotely during the treatment, all of those options exist via Lab Pronto. So let me break this down for you and show you the different and various options when ordering aligners via Lab Pronto. Before we do that, let me just point out, if you're already a Lab Pronto customer, you already have an account. If you're not yet, for whatever reason, a Lab Pronto customer, then I know the feeling of saying, oh, you need to create another account and to sign up. But don't worry, if you're using any of BlueSky Bio's digital services, if you're using BlueSkyPlan, if you're using Bio Big Box, if you're using BlueSky Meet, if you're using the 2D simulation, if you're using any of these digital services, you already have a Lab Pronto account because the sign-in for Lab Pronto is using exactly the same digital account as the other BlueSky Bio digital services. So when you go to log in, you can log in simply by entering your email address or your cell phone number. You can log in with Google, you can log in with Apple, and you'll enter the exact same email address or phone number or credentials as your other BlueSky Bio digital products. You unlock the aligner options by going to orthodontics and selecting aligners. Now on screen, you have three different options that come up. The first option is what we discussed previously. It's to outsource the entire case for digital planning and aligner manufacturing. You'll be billed $4.99, or depending on the options you select in the order form, which we'll take a look at in just a minute, you'll be billed around $4.99 when you place the order. And if it's a larger case, then after the digital planning is done, the additional fee will be added. And it's important to know that first the digital planning is done, sent to you for review and approval via the BlueSkyPlan software, via a video, via the PDF report, via an online browser. So you have many different avenues on how to review the digital plan. And only after you approve the digital plan are the aligners manufactured. Now, the second and third option that we have on the screen are for the digital design only. And the difference between the $89 and the $49 is that the $89 is the clinical aligner plan approved by a clinician, and the $49 is a draft only. So the draft is a great option for patient demonstration purposes. You could show the patient how their teeth move. You could use your cell phone app or a facial scanner to scan the patient's face, and that will be included for a proper visualization to the patient, showing them their own face in 3D with the digital design. So the $49 is a great option for that. It's also a great option if you want all the data loaded, you want somebody else to go through the process of annotation, the segmentation, the model cleanup, to prepare an initial plan, and then you're going to get the plan back, you're going to review it, you're going to tweak it, you're going to finalize it, and complete it yourself. So the $49 is great to have somebody else do the non-clinical stuff, send it to you, and then you're going to review it clinically and fine-tune it. So that's really the $49 plan. Is great for patient demonstration. It's great for loading all the data and initial digital design created for then you to review, tweak, and finalize. So decide which service is correct for you, and then go ahead and click on the Order Now button. We're going to take a look at the option for the complete clear aligner package and the different add-ons that are available when placing the order. So we have different options here. If you're going to be shipping physical models, which we definitely discourage, we definitely recommend that everything is done digitally. We have the option to prepare a clinical digital aligner tooth setup. If you want that done for you, click yes, and then we can see the price just changed to $4.99 for the smaller complete aligner package. You have an option here to order a fixed lingual retainer. You have an option here for a free remote monitoring scope. As you can see, you'll just be charged for shipping, and you could contact BlueSky Bio regarding BlueSky monitoring. You have different options here about how many aligners should be included in each shipment up to 2 years. You have an options here for clinical aligner mentoring. So if you're starting with aligner treatment and you want to have a mentor teaching you about digital planning, you have different options here about the length of the education and who's going to be performing the education. You have an option here for clinical mid-treatment scans review. So if you would like a clinician to monitor and review the mid-treatment scans to give their approval or to discuss any issues with you, you could select the relevant option here as well. If you would like a button transfer tray created, you could select the relevant option from the drop-down. And the final option that I'd like to point out here is the option for route-based planning. So if you take a CT scan in addition to the optical scans and you send that in for your aligner digital design and manufacturing, route-based planning provides the full patient anatomy. And using the BlueSkyPlan software, the teeth, including the roots, are automatically segmented from the CT scan, merged with the teeth in the model scan, and route-based planning helps reduce those mid-course refinement cases. So that is definitely recommended to take a CT scan in addition to the model scans and submit all the data to Lab Pronto for the digital design and aligner manufacturing. As I mentioned, once the digital tooth setup and the digital teeth movements have been prepared, they will be sent to you for approval as a BlueSkyPlan digital file, as well as being able to review the digital teeth movements via the online browser as well. Please take a look at BlueSkyAligners.com for our complete listing of aligner solutions.